What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of How To Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about how to get stronger. And the reason I want to talk about this is because we kind of jumped ahead of ourselves and I talked about how to build strength while losing fat in another video. I'll link to that. Honestly, I do the wrong finger every single time, so I'm going to do this one this time. Link to that. And I want to take a step back and talk about how to build strength in general. And there's different ways of doing that and approaching that, because some people are looking to build strength, some people are looking to build strength and size. So I want to talk about rep schemes. I want to talk about the way I like to lift with pyramid lifting and pyramid training rather. I like to talk about progressive overload, and we're talking a lot about these things in our character workouts. How would these superheroes train? And I wanted to talk about them now in our own video, strictly talking about getting stronger and building strength, so you guys don't have to jump to that, and this will be a little bit more in depth, but we'll also go through it pretty quick. So stay tuned. Let's cue the music, pop the monster. We got a big monster today, so actually, look at that. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about when getting stronger, building strength, is you're going to want to dominate the big four lifts, the big four compounds. So let's mark that down. Number one, dominate the, we're gonna call it the big four. And for those of you who don't know what that is, and I'm smiling at the camera right now because I need a thumbnail for this. Dominate the big four. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's deadlift, that is military press, bench press, and back squats. So you're going to want to focus on those when building strength. You're going to want to dominate those big four compound lifts. By compound, we mean it's building more muscle groups than just the one area of focus. So for bench press, you're not just hitting your chest, for example. You're hitting your triceps, and they're all hitting your core, and you're building other areas of your body. Compound lifts are very, very, very important. So that's number one. Focus on your compound lifts. Number two, focus on progressive overload. What is progressive overload? We've been talking about this, like I said, in the other videos. I'm going to read you a nice definition that I've been using. In order for muscle to grow, strength to be gained, performance to be increased, or any similar improvement to occur, the human body must be forced to adapt to a tension that is above and beyond what it has previously experienced. So, let's say you're building strength. One thing that I really like to do, or shooting, your motivation is to build strength. One thing I like to focus on is lowering the reps down to maybe 5 reps. Instead of that 8 to 12 range that we often use. Now, if you want to focus on strength and building mass, you might want to jump around from your rep. So maybe use 5 reps on your compounds, jump around sometimes, do lighter, and pyramid train, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but jump around and maybe do 8 to 12 sometimes in your accessory work, and on your compound lifts, stick on your working sets to a 5 rep range. So it's jumping around. But anyways, you're going to want to focus on progressive overload, which is number 2. And that means increasing the intensity or the workload or the volume from week to week. So that might be, let's say you're doing body weight. That might be getting more dips that week than you did last week. If you're doing, let's say, back squat, that might be going up 10 pounds heavier, getting the same reps as the week previously. So it's constantly improving, and your body when you go into the gym, training under more intensity or volume or whatever it is, depending on the workout. Okay, number 3, that rep range. So I like to pyramid train. I like to start with 12 reps at a lower weight. So let's say 135 on bench, then move up 10 reps at 185, 8 reps at 225, 5 reps at 275, 1 to 3 reps at 315, that type of thing. Then once I'm at my working sets, I'll go from anywhere from 3 to 5, which is the 275 to 315 range is my working sets depending on how I feel. 3 to 5 rep range, building strength, and then I get into my accessory work. And by accessory work, I mean after my compound lifts, I'll do 3 to 5 movements depending on the day. Let's just say my workout was going to be chest and tris that day, and I'm hitting incline dumbbells after that, tricep overhead extension, and 2 more workouts. I'm going to be pyramid training, 3 sets, possibly 4 depending on how light I go on that first one, training 12, 10, 8, and sticking to that rep range. Whereas my compound lift, I'm going to do probably more sets to work my way up, because that compound, I'm going to have more working sets at the end at that 3 to 5 rep range to focus on the strength and make that compound really my focus. So those are 3 tips already. The fourth one that I have to put in this video, because that's already important to building strength, the fourth one is going to be really contingent, because we're talking about building strength, but we're also talking, I'm giving you options on how to adjust things. So if you want to build strength and mass at the same time, it's really going to be contingent on your diet as well. You can't build muscle, you can't build strength without paying attention to your diet. I mean, you can without paying attention, in the sense that it might fall into place, you might get lucky and it might happen, but you really should be focused on your diet as well. In a body recomp, which is what we talked about when burning fat at the same time as building strength, it's a slow, sometimes grueling process, because you're trying to burn and in that same sense, on some days, feed the muscles enough. So what you can do is stay at a maintenance level and feed your muscles and build strength while not gaining or losing, or you can go over your caloric intake daily. And if you don't know what I'm talking about at all with these calories, you're going to want to watch the video. I think it's over here. Did we determine the links over here? You're going to watch the video on how to choose your diet. We'll talk about calorie counting, and I'll put some links in the description to help you out on that video. So your diet's going to be really important. So stick to a really good routine. Stick to it for, let's call it, anywhere from 1 to 6 months. You're going to want to give your body time to adapt, depending on how hard you're going in the gym, how many days you're training, a lot of different factors, how fast your body specifically adjusts to this, where your starting point is. So give yourself time to a specific workout routine, focus on your diet, use the rest of these tips, and that is how you get stronger. If you have any questions, shoot them in the comments below. I'm sure there's other things that I'm missing, but that's a beginner's guide to how to build strength. These are things that you should be focused on when picking your routine, how to adjust your routine. Like, let's say you take one of our celebrity workout routines, for example. There's over 200 now, I believe. So let's say you take that workout routine and your focus is kind of different. You could take that celeb's workout routine, and if his goals were different than yours, it doesn't mean you can't change some things around. So take some tips maybe from this video, other articles, and restructure maybe the rep scheme or the accessory lifts or something else in that workout routine, and then adjust it to your goals, fit your needs. So yeah, that's my suggestions on how to build strength. If you have questions, smash the thumbs up button. Either way, ask the questions below. Give me tips on how to make these videos better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.
Hey guys, I love pepperoni, and if you subscribe to the channel, like the videos, and check out the links below, I'll get to eat more pepperoni, because I'm a puppy, and I love pepperoni. Please, get me more pepperoni, I just need it. Oh yes, pepperoni's so good. Please subscribe and like.